Hey guys, so here's the window. As you can see, it's down inside the door. I was driving home, and yeah, the mechanism inside the door broke and the window fell down inside the door. So we are going to replace the mechanism inside. So here we go. Okay, so to get inside the door, first thing we have to do is we got to pull off this little panel here. Should just pop off just like that. And also pop this off. Now we have a screw. It's a T20. You can be using a T20 torque screw. There's one here. I believe there's one in here. There's one over here. All three of those got to come off so that this thing will come out. Now you just need to take your pry tool, bring out to take this out and disconnect it. Should pop right out. Just undo this little switch here. Now you just take your pry tool and you work your way around the outside of the door and undo all the clips. Clips up here on top are pretty tight. So, yeah. There we go. Oh, wasn't supposed to drop like that. Okay, so this is just to pull down. Just kind of unconnect everything. Just connect your speakers, make sure you know which direction it is. And this is set to the side. Now we got to take all this black stuff off here. It's just really ooey, kind of gooey. All right. So now you can see the window. That's the wire that's broken. Just hang this out of the way if you can. Now we have to undo this bolt, and this bolt, and this whole jig will move around and we can pull it out. These are 10mm nuts. I'm just going to use some duct tape here. Just get the window back up. One probably will work. You don't need it to. Basically what you have to there's there's a plastic piece down here that we have to get off. That's clamped to the window. I'll show you that in a minute. First of all, let's clip this guy. Okay, so as you can see, there's a little green piece right in here. This piece right here. It's actually clipped to the window. So, and then there's a hole going through the window. And so we have to kind of pry it. Yeah, you can see they're really good. But there's a piece that goes actually through the window that we have to pry off of there. Okay, so I've released the clip on it. Now the window will go all the way up. This is kind of a pain to do. It's easier to do with two people, but it can be done with one person. Then this whole mechanism is kind of pulls out. Mechanism right there. Okay, so there's the hole in the window right there. You can see it. You see on this piece there's this clip right there, right here. This little clip right here, it actually goes through that hole in the window, and what you have to do is you kind of have to push the window down into it and pull it back, and then the window will come out of it. Okay, so here is the new one. I got this off of Amazon. I had 1 day shipping because I needed it right away. And looks like it'll work. Looks like it's made a little bit differently than how the other one was made, so maybe it's a better design. I hope so. Just a side note, do not let the window go all the way down to the bottom, because there's these grooves on each side, and if it goes past those grooves or falls out of them, it is a pain in the butt to get it back up. So that's what I did. So now I'm just propping it kind of up with something wedged in there. This is the original BMW one, so I am going to keep it. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and remake, maybe even make a piece for those two ends to come together out of aluminum or something. Okay, so we got it all assembled. Let's go ahead and put it back together. Just try and install it. This window will have to go all the way up. window down into that little cradle. Make sure it locks into that hole. You should be good to go. Now, okay, so after you get the window all back in place, you will have to reset it. So you have to hold it, you reset the limits of it. So hold it in the down position, hold it there for 15 seconds, and then go all the way up and hold it there for 15 seconds, and it'll reset. And that's it. So now we just have to put it all back together. Start by getting this black piece in here. Run all the wires where they need to go. This comes up underneath here. Just press it down, please. Okay, now put the door panel back on. Plug in your speaker. Run this guy. Run your control back through. Run this wire, it has to go back up in here. Somehow. Let's go back up in here. And then this has to come up and into the slot here. But they all just clip in. And you're good to go. Put the screws back in. Now we can get your battery switch so that doesn't fall in. Put that back in place. Pop your trim back into place. Once you get your trim back in place, all good to go. That's it. Back to working like new.